Alright, so here's a demonstration of the park distance control on the Audi S3 and A3. You can force it into parking mode as long as you're going less than 7 miles an hour in either direction, either forwards or backwards. Gives you a single beep, let you know the system's active. And here we see right now on the screen, we have basically a blue box which tells you where your vehicle is going to end up, and trajectory lines here that determines in correlation with the steering wheel. You can also set the display up for parallel parking by pressing the corresponding key up here on the side of the MMI controller. Then you'll have a blue box which gives you kind of an idea of where it's going to end up if you're parallel parking. It does not give you trajectory lines, however, in this mode. When you put the car into reverse, let me put my seatbelt on so it doesn't get mad. I'm going to give you an idea of how far away it lets you go before it goes to a continuously solid beep. And just to give you a little bit more of an overview on the graphics here, this is actually a pretty comprehensive and easy to use system. I find this easier than the system in BMW and Mercedes, but this one is kind of cool because it gives you a graphic of each individual sensor. There's 4 sensors on the front and the rear of the car, and it gives you a little graphic of what each of them can sense. So if I put the vehicle in reverse, take the electronic parking brake off, I'm just going to start backing up straight and watch the little graphic there. And you can see each individual sensor will start beeping faster, faster, faster. So this is exactly the point when it turns to a solid tone. So let me show you how much space you actually have, even though you can kind of see it on the camera. To give you an idea of in real life, how much space you truly have. This is how far you have when it goes to a solid tone. So you have about, I would say, about a foot or so of room, which is pretty much the standard in the automotive industry. A solid tone is usually about a foot or so. Now this is a pretty adjustable system. You'll notice that when you're in this mode, you can do a couple different things. You can go into graphic here, and you can just turn it to this kind of parking aid if this is all you want. If you just want to see the parking sensors, you press that button there in the corner, and if you push it again, it goes to rear view mode. So if you just want the sensors, you can just have the sensors. And as you can see, even though I'm in park, I have the parking system on and I'm just in park mode, it still gives me an idea of what the sensors can sense and how close we are. And same thing here as well, let's repeat on the screen. Going into settings, you can change the volume front and rear and the frequency, and also the entertainment volume as well. So I can set the volume here, gives an idea of how loud it'll get. And back out of here. Now this is actually kind of a built-in joke that I swear that the Germans put in here. It's actually kind of funny because you can change the frequency, and adjusting it sounds absolutely hilarious. So you can play with it and make a little song. So I think that's kind of an Easter egg joke, even though it's not really one, but it's kind of fun to fool around with. So you can adjust the tone front and rear, and let me just give you another demonstration going forward. Let me get out of the way so it stops beeping. Alright, put my seatbelt on so you can get interrupted by another beep. And let's see how close it'll let me get to the Milan without crashing into it. Since we're on the rear view camera, see, we're going forward now. The rear view camera does not cancel itself when you go forward. You have to go above 7 miles an hour. But let's just focus on just the sensors. And as you can see here, we also have trajectory lines here, which I forgot to show you earlier. I put the vehicle in reverse. Same thing's going to happen, but in the back. So that's kind of cool. But anyway, let's go to, we're going to stay in this view, put it in drive. Now we're forward again. And you can see the color of the sensors also change depending on what direction you're in. White for forward, red for reverse. Anyway, the color of this part, I mean. Okay, so let's see how far it'll let me get before I crash into the Milan. So red is for the direction you're going in. If there was something behind me too, it would start turning white. And now we have a solid tone. Let's put the e-brake on and see how close we are. You can see the static view here. Since the vehicle's in park, they turn white. And the same thing with the front, you'll probably see, as I'm going to guess, will give you about a foot left of room. Yep, you see it's almost exactly calibrated to be the same as the rear. Once you turn to a solid tone, it still gives you another foot, which is kind of useful for if you're in a ridiculously tight situation. You can still give it another, like, you know, a little bit of a lump forward if you need to get super close to something. So there's my quick little overview and demonstration of the parking assistance system. This system is available as part of a $1,400 option package on Premium Plus models of the A and S3, and it's standard on Prestige models. If you guys have any questions, let me know down in the comment section. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.